The sun moves into Leo. Virgo goes stationary retrograde in Leo. The moon moves into Libra on Sunday, and that's just the highlights. People, needless to say, we will all feel this energy shift throughout the weekend. So sit back, relax, and let's explore the cosmic energies and together gain an understanding of how we can embrace, how we can utilize these cosmic forces so we can move forward successfully today and every day. Hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tara with Tilly, and welcome to your weekend focus for July the 22nd and the 23rd, 2023. So, thanks for being here, and thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send me each and every day. Now, on Saturday, we have the 22 energy. So, our master number 22 comes front and center in our lives to say things can change in a heartbeat, the snap of a finger. What are you working towards? What have you been consistently showing up to, being present for in your goals, in your dreams, in your desires? So things can just, all of a sudden, things just come together. So expect that kind of serendipity, definitely under the 22 energy. And if you look at the numerology of the day for Saturday, it'd be a 7 plus a 22 plus a 7, which gives us a 36. Now, the 36 energy is kind of like the 10 of wands kind of energy. We're really struggling because we are carrying far too much with us going forward. That we have to stop and we have to understand what has value in our life, what doesn't, what weighs us down, what picks us up, what supports us, what works against us. And start to understand that some of the things that we are carrying forward with us needs to be left in the past. Okay? If we do a 3 plus a 6, that's a 9 energy. 9 energies are about completion. So there we have it. 9 energy is about completion. But the completion is more of a thing of making room for those new things to come into our life. So we always evolve, we always change. So we have to look at what we need to release in order to make the space for the new. I heard new challenges, but we know that on the other side of that challenge is success. We just have to show up and do the work. Now on Sunday, we have a 23 energy. The 23 energy says to have a faith, a belief, maybe in yourself, maybe in a higher power, God, source, your angels, your guides, that they are, moving you towards very safe ports, almost like you're a ship coming in and docking. You're going to be safe. You're okay. They will provide for you. You just have to open up that conversation with them a little bit more and say that you need these things in your life. You need this help. You need this support. You need this protection. You need this love. And then open up to these things as they come. If we looked at the daily energy for Sunday, it'd be a 7 plus a 5 plus a 7, which is a 19 energy. The 19 energy is the I am energy. It says that you have completed things in order to step forward now. That there are new paths that you need to start walking. 1 plus 9 is a 10. 10 is a very lucky energy. And 10 talks about, the seasons changing, the chapters closing, the new books beginning. So expect this kind of, I think maybe you'll feel a lighter energy, or you'll be able to handle whatever comes your way a lot easier under this kind of energy. We seem to have more of a grasp or a clarity in our thoughts and our steps when the 10 energy appears. 1 plus 0 is a 1, and that is the I am. That is the pioneer. That is the independent. That is the young independent that wants to face those challenges because they know success is on the other side. So embrace that 1 energy for yourself. Now the sun is in Cancer until Saturday at 10 Eastern Standard Time. Okay, and that's when the sun enters Leo. So the sun entering Leo, this is a time to laugh, to dance, to socialize, to celebrate, to allow your creative energies to just flow. It's a time to allow in romance in your life, create romance in your life, to stand your ground, to speak your truth, to feel alive. In some way, we'll all put on that crown for, a month while the sun is in Leo. The moon is in Virgo until about 2 a.m. Sunday, so we'll all wake up to the moon in Libra on Sunday, right? Moon's in Virgo all day Saturday. And then at 2 a.m. it'll go over to Libra. So Saturday is more of, getting our ducks in a row, organization, understanding what has value, what doesn't. As we go into the Libra energy, we want to create harmony. We want to create balance, and especially within our relationships. So we could find ourselves in compromises, right? Because that's how the world goes round. You do this, I do that, we'll work together. But we have to make sure under this kind of energy that we don't give a part of ourselves away, that we don't give up something that we feel we need in our lives or enjoy in our lives in order to create that harmony, in order to create that peace, that beauty. Now, the highlight this weekend is Venus going stationary retrograde, and that'll happen, I think, at 28 degrees. So once again, we have that 10 energy, right? 2 plus 8, and then 1 plus 0 is a 1. So that 1 energy is extremely strong for us this weekend to embrace. And that'll be going on, I think, all of August. I don't think until we hit the beginning of September that it actually goes stationary direct again. So what does that mean? It means it's a time to re-examine our relationships, what we love, what has value in our life. It could also be where we have been spending money and where we need to spend money and what we have purchased, and does it have value? And what are we looking to buy going forward? Does that have value? Does that bring value into our life? Okay, we may not be as loving or as open to receiving love under this kind of energy, but we do have the Leo sun there. So that kind of brings in a little bit of a balance for us. And past people, friends, lovers may appear. Now, they may appear on your path, or they may appear in your mind. They might start popping up and whatnot. Okay, so that means there's probably still work to do. Okay, and that even means past loved ones that come into your life. If you have this kind of energy right now, that you're finding that everything reminds you of them, then they're open to the conversation. They're saying, please, just talk to me. And maybe you wanted to say something and you never got to. Maybe there was something that happened that you always wanted to come clean about. Or maybe you just want to tell them that you miss them and you love them. So they're there. They're showing you the signs of, hey, remember me? Hey, connect with my energy. So even though you may not see them or hear them, know that they are there. Know that they are listening. And allow yourself some healing. Now, if it's somebody just from your recent past or something, a friend, a lover, that means that the situation needs more work, or maybe closure is needed. Maybe there wasn't the proper closure in the relationship. So you may find people coming in. Okay, we could also meet a new person or two to walk the next part of our path with. Could be like a soulmate, a lover, somebody that'll be close to us, a good friend. Now, Jupiter is semi-squaring Neptune today. And so this could shine a light on our unrealistic expectations. Perhaps we're seeking inspiration, but we're definitely looking underneath the wrong pails to find it. We're not looking in the right place. It's time to look at our goals and see where we may have inflated our expectations. And we could want to gloss over those things. So look it in the eye. Be truthful with yourself. It's very important that you do. Okay? We don't want to gloss over any kind of essential or realistic details right now. And then I think on Sunday, Mercury that's when it squares Uranus. So that'll add excitement to our lives, change in our lives, some tension too, because it is a square. So maybe uncertainty can come in. And unexpected news can kind of just throw you off the railroad tracks, right? Force you to have to change your plans in one way or another. But when this happens, okay, when Mercury and Uranus square each other, we also get this increased ability to view things and view things in your mind and view things in your reality, in your environment, very differently. So be prepared for those aha moments, for those creative breakthroughs to happen. Absolutely. Okay, let's go to our cards, shall we? Now, thank you for everybody who has signed up on Instagram. Thank you. Everybody who does until July 30th will go into a draw for a free reading, but there's been such a beautiful response. I think I might up that to 2 names at least. So don't go to a Tarot with Tilly site. I was hacked a couple of years ago. I've never been able to successfully get that down. So it's Tilly Tarot Today is what you want to look for, but I'll leave the information in the box for you. But head on over to Instagram and subscribe, and your name will go in the hat. If you're already a subscriber of Instagram, your name's already in the hat, okay? So, yeah, it's for everybody, and a thank you for putting up with my absences. And and I know I get tons of you saying it's okay, we appreciate you being here, Tilly, and thank you, because I appreciate you. But I thought I would be a little bit more present than I am, so that's something that I'm changing. So um, if all goes well, I'll be here even more often, and maybe we could bring the monthly love readings back. Maybe we could bring the weekly readings back. I don't know. What are you game for? So I'm looking to reincorporate a bunch of that, things like that. I'm also working on like a little mini course, procrastination. So that might be coming out in September. I've got it all in rough right now, so it's just a matter of taping everything and putting it all together into one little perfect container for you. So we have the Emperor. We have the Emperor as our shadow card here. Now the shadow card is the underlying energy for the entire weekend. What will you be feeling? And the Emperor shows up here to say, well, first of all, the Emperor is one of our highest intuitives in the deck. Also, the Emperor is one of our highest diplomats in the deck. So it's about pulling it back, looking at things, examining things. It's about listening to your gut, what feels right, what doesn't. And it's the Emperor. So the Emperor is about making the plan, creating the strategies. And when the Emperor decides on something, he doesn't hope, he doesn't wish. The Emperor, when he decides on something, he expects it to turn out how he saw it or better. And for what he doesn't know, because even though he's the Emperor, he does not know everything, he brings in the right people. He asks questions until he has a clear understanding of how to go about things, or add something to it, or change something in some way. So we should always be looking outside ourselves on how to improve, whether it's through a person or a book or a study class, some hands-on training, whatever it is. We should be, especially if it's towards a goal, a dream, we should definitely be diving into those things. The Emperor does. First card is the Sun. I told you it was strong energy this weekend. The Sun is the I am. The Sun is also you have done what you need to do in order to go forward. So if you are constantly regurgitating some of the plan and working out a little bit finer and fine tuning it here, you don't need that, okay? So stop that. You have what you need in order to go forward. You're going to have to get out the toolboxes as you walk forward, but don't anticipate where you might, because it's not going to save you any time to go over things and regurgitate it and relearn it and make sure that everything is fine and structuring everything fine, the plan, the strategy. Gray outline right now. Gray outline works, okay? Now, if you look behind that passageway, there's smaller sunflowers. So that's our growth, okay? So yes, there will be new challenges, but we will embrace these challenges because we know that on the other side is successes. Also, that light does not come from the sun, it comes from you. So it's about raising your belief in yourself, knowing that this is for you, that you've got this, you have what it takes. And your light, your vibration raises. And as it does, those darkened areas now have a light shining on them. Now we see the passageway forward. Just going to grab a little sip of water here. Okay, our next card, my apologies. Look at this. The High Priestess is next. Well, the High Priestess is always one who says to sit in quiet contemplation. Look within and see the magic that already resides within you. Scratch the surface of your potential. Understand just what a powerful being you are. And bring out that magic. Whether it's your talents, your abilities, your personality. Bring it out. Utilize it. And how do you utilize your magic in going forward? Now, the High Priestess, there's always magic around us. That's just a gimme, okay? But the true essence of this card is looking within and seeing how we ourselves are the High Priestess. What magic? Scratch the surface of your potential. That's what this card is asking you to do. Sitting down. The Emperor is the shadow. The Sun. The High Priestess. And now the Death card appears. And the Death card asks us to throw away that shawl that we hold over, that cloak that keeps us safe. You know, we've built these walls around us. Especially over the last several years, we've built walls we didn't think we would ever be building in our lives. And some of those remain standing, and we need to knock them down. To embrace life, to embrace our creativity, especially with the Sun in Leo now, to embrace your creativity. To come alive through your imagination, through the story that you are writing about who you are becoming. Okay, drop the weapon. Drop the weapon. And if you look right here, okay, there's your inner child waiting patiently for you to open up your heart to amazing journeys, to new love, and that could be a love of knowledge, a love of a certain kind of service that you do for another, or whatever it may be, okay? But your inner child is waiting to dance, to sing, to laugh, and this is a time when we want to open up our hearts and want that inner child to emerge from us, okay? To feel the liberation, to feel the freedom. Shall we do another one? Do we dare? I'm gonna do two more. So we have the Five of Wands, so a little bit different. Okay, and this is really a card that tells us that, play nicely with others. Okay, that everybody comes together differently. Okay, we're very diverse. Every person is very unique and individual, and it's wonderful that way. But because of some of the diversities, we don't want to get too close to that person, or so we automatically assume just by, seeing them from a distance. So it's about not allowing ourselves to prejudge and knowing that everybody has something to bring to the table. So let's find out what they bring to the table. But we also must be present and bring our gifts and talents to the table as well and work together. And one more is the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is kind of fitting here. I get an ending of a path. We've come so far in our path, and now we dismount. And we drop to one knee and we look towards the skies, towards the heavens, and we say thank you. Thank you for getting me to the here and now. Thank you for your knowledge, your wisdom, your guidance, your love, your protection. Thank you for all those things. And as you go forward, you also want to ask for those same things in a straight path to guide you to your successes in a straight line, giving you protection, giving you love. So it's kind of, a prayerful moment. We should have a prayerful moment definitely throughout the weekend. If you don't already have prayer, talk to Source, talk to your angels, your guides, your higher power, and be thankful for the road that you had to walk, that you've gotten to the here and now, that you've grown in wisdom, that you've grown in strength. Maybe also you have a little bit more patience with yourself. You're kinder to yourself. So look at how you have grown and give thanks about those areas of your life, because those are the things that are going to mastermind your path forward. Okay, let's get an oracle card. And we have contemplation, 29, which is the 11 energy. So we have two master numbers this weekend, the 22, and now the 11 appears. And the 11 usually asks us to meet our obligations, our responsibilities, to show up, to be accounted for, accountable, so to speak, to walk with a sense of integrity in order to enjoy the bounties that come our way. Contemplation, look within the card, take a nice deep breath, relax for a minute. And there's usually pictures within pictures here, so see what calls out to you. And then Google it. Maybe you see a lion or a butterfly. Butterflies. Beads, shells. Enjoy your own company. This is a wonderful time for you to reorganize and consider the things you enjoy most in your life. Make a point of spending a little time allowing your mind to wander away from the everyday concerns that occupy your time. Give yourself an opportunity to be inspired. Ruminate on your inner voice and listen to your own counsel. So listen to that gut. Listen to your intuition. Be the emperor in your life this weekend. Okay? And listen to what will bring you joy and work towards those goals, those dreams. And we'll get an animal here before we go. My goodness, they all wanted to come, but only one. We have, you know what, the dragonfly tried to come out here, and then the black bear was the card when I forced the dragonfly back in. So I'm really not sure which one we should go with. I think it's the dragonfly, so we'll go there first. How's that sound? So I embrace my transformation. I courageously let go of the past. The magic of nature is in me. I am brilliant and I am blessed. So there we have it with the dragonfly and magic coming into our life. And I really was drawn to this card as the card. But since this one was the top, okay, for some of us, maybe we need more of this kind of a message. So the black bear, the guardian. And I think he was our new moon animal as well. So he's coming out again just to remind us that he's there. And we have gentle and maybe this hand. Well, be like that then. I'm trying to take the shine away. Okay, you see? It just has to make a presence. Gentle and wise protector, give me your confidence and power. Help me protect the ones I love. Awaken my intuition and guide me. So some of us need to call upon the guardian onto the black bear, and maybe it's a little bit of this card asking to be guided going forward, right? Our last card there. But I really truly believe that the dragonfly should have been our card that I stuck with. But, I got to be honest, and what comes out, comes out. So, anyways, you rock. You've got this. Go with the flow because the energy is shifting. Expect the unexpected. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.